And now for something dress-gatorific.
Science and atoms and clever things that I'm doing. What?
Tell me why! That's right, this is Tell Me Why, where we invite sharp young minds to ask a question or to explain something they're passionate about. And nothing has raised more questions, nor stirred more passions than Dressgate, the viral social media debate over whether a Scottish bride's dress is blue and black or white and gold. Today we're talking with 8-year-old Dana, who's curious about how we perceive colour, and Professor Roy Burns, Chair of the Colour Studies Program at the Rochester Institute of Technology. Thanks for being with us. Lovely to have you, Dana. When did you first see this dress and what colour was it?
I saw this dress yesterday and I was really confused because every second the colour was changing.
Did you have that effect, did you? You saw it as one and then you saw it as the other and then you saw it as the other?
Yeah.
That's it. That's so interesting because I think a lot of people saw it as blue and black and a lot of people saw it as gold and white. And when I saw it yesterday, I just thought, what's everyone talking about? It's clearly blue and black. And it was only today that I got what you're talking about, where I could actually look at it in one context and it would be totally different than another. What did you think was going on?
I'm not really sure, but whenever you look at the picture, you see a set of colours. Then in a couple of hours, you see another set of colours. Like, for example, my mum saw the picture and she thought it was white and gold. And then now in the afternoon, she saw it again and she thought it was blue and black. And she was really confused and no offense, but she's kind of getting a bit crazy because...
No offence taken by me. I'm not sure about your mother. Can't speak on her behalf. For the 1% of humanity who doesn't know what we're talking about, I'll just take a look here. It was even in the New York Times media section this morning. A white and gold, no blue and black dress melts the internet. That's the picture of the dress there. Now, to me, now, on this computer screen, it looks white and gold, but other people might be seeing it differently. Then the New York Times said, is that dress white and gold or blue and black? And tried to go into some details about how our eyes process colour and compensate for light. BuzzFeed has an explanation. This might explain why that dress looks blue and black and white and gold. This is a picture of the dress if you take out if you skew it towards the blue spectrum, so that's been photoshopped. This is the same dress if you skew it towards the gold spectrum, so that's been photoshopped. That is the actual dress for sale, so we not know what the true answer is, but it's all a bit baffling. Professor Roy Burns, what is going on?
Well, there's a bunch of things going on. This is really fun. It's been a fun story. And one of the things is that the person who took the photograph let in too much light. It's what we call that the picture is overexposed. And so rather than it being a regular picture, it let in too much light. And that extra light made everything in the dress seem lighter. And so you have the blues getting lighter and the blacks getting lighter. And it gets to the point where that image, it can start to look sort of a bluish white and then a gold where the black was. And I think when you look at the dress a certain way, you notice that it might have been black and blue. So I think that's what's going on when people are seeing it in the white and gold picture.
So can you explain, Professor, to Dana and me and our viewers, just right back to basics, what colour is?
Well,
or Dana, do you want to try to take that?
Sure.
Some people think it's like white and gold, and some people think it's blue and black. But I actually think it's blue and gold.
Oh wow, that's a whole third option. I haven't even heard that one yet. Dana, do you have any idea what makes colour? What a colour actually is?
Maybe like they have different eyeballs.
That's a good answer. Professor, I think it has something to do with wavelengths, if I'm remembering school correctly.
Well, that's certainly the start, that light's coming into our eye wavelength by wavelength. but we don't see color until we actually process it in our brain. And so different materials or objects that can have the same physical property, such as this dress, can actually look different to us depending on how our eye and brain interpret what it sees.